Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm Sally from Sally Stampers, and today I'm bringing you a lovely new project from the spring and summer catalogue that came out yesterday, and it's this really cute, what is actually called the Window Box Thinlits, which are a new Thinlit that's in the new catalogue. And as you can see, make this really cute box. This little pattern here on the side is made from this one, and as you can see there are two others. There's also an option to put a pattern on the top. Again, you can use these on the top, or different things. This is for a lovely little tag that if you want to have hanging off. And this strange looking piece here is basically used to cut these parts of the banner. I actually did mine with freehand because I've not got round to using this one yet, but it will basically generate fold marks here, score lines, which allow you to give a 3D effect, so it kind of pops the top up. But I shall more than likely show you that on another video. So I'm going to show you how to make this one. I've actually just realised as I was getting ready to film that I actually stuck my stuff on the bottom of this one, so I'll probably have to remake it. But as you can see, it's a fairly good sized box, ideal for a little Valentine's gift or Mother's Day gift, or well, just any gift really. But I'm going to show you how to make this one. So as I said, Window Box Thinlits. This is the piece you need, and you need to cut two of these, which I have already done just to be prepared. So I've done these ones in rose red. I'm going to take that small piece again because I'm going to decorate this one in a similar fashion, and we need to firstly decide which piece is top and which piece is bottom, simply because we need to cut these. Oops. We need to cut away two of these tabs, and if you can see, that's better. There is score marks on the edges of all the pieces, and these two end pieces are pieces that you won't need. If I go back to the original box, you can see that this edge here at the back is where this fold would be, so you just need to cut those away. So if we decide that this one is going to be the top, and there is a reason why, I'll explain this in a moment, why we need a top and a bottom. So I'm just going to cut these edges away. Okay, so I'm just going to move these away a second because I need to bring in my big shot just to put this pattern in. Okay, so I'm going to move that to one side so you can see my platform. So obviously it's just a normal magnetic platform and a sandwich, the bottom of the sandwich. So we'll go with the top piece, which means that this centre heart here is facing the correct way, as in that's how it will look. So we're just going to pop it as central as we can onto that piece, put the top of the sandwich in and run it through. I'll just take that one off. So as you can see, although it's left a few little bits in, obviously you get your die brush, give that a good rub. I'm just going to grab my paper piercing tool just to knock those 4 bits out so that I can show you this bit quicker. And then obviously we need to do the outside piece as well. So back on the die with the heart the correct way, into the centre. Let's run it through again. Don't forget guys, if you haven't got your catalogues, by all means get in touch with me, and I can send you one out in the post pretty quickly. Just send me your details. All my blog details and everything are on the bottom in the comments, so just get in touch with me and I'll send you a copy of the catalogue out. Okay, so this one is now the base. Okay, so it's the centre one that we're going to be doing. So if you can imagine, we're doing every other one. So it'll be the centre one, and this time the heart needs to be, oops, I've left a thing in there. The heart needs to be upside down, and that's why we need to remember which one's our base and which one's our lid. So again, I'm just going to run that through in the centre so that that heart's upside down. Let's get this out so I can move the big shot out of the way. Okay, so that's that out of the way. So we take our panel out. I'm just going to do this very quickly with my paper piercer. As I say, the die brush is fantastic for this. When I made the red one, the real red one, I used the die brush, and it is fantastic. It's so much quicker. And obviously there's no risk of you piercing the wrong piece of your cardstock. I just forgot to get mine out for this one. As I said, using your paper piercer is just as quick, because a lot of the bits either stick to your big shot mat or just pop out anyway. Okay, so that's that piece done. So now we just need to go along and fold and burnish all of our score lines. So we need to start with this little base, this little tab here. As I say, just go along and fold and burnish all of your score lines. There are quite a few, so it's always worth just double checking that you have got them all. And just make sure when you do fold it over that your sides are level, because it does have a tendency to move over a fraction. Okay, these last few ones on the top here. And one more there. And then obviously you repeat the same for the base. You can do them in whichever order you fancy, really, just as long as they all get done. There are so many possibilities with this box and this shape. I would love to see all the different options that are going to come out over the next few days and weeks, because people are going to really come up with some great ideas. I just wanted to show you the basic box to start with, just so that you have an idea of what it looks like when it's made up in its simplest form. And again, I did find that using the multi-purpose glue is probably one of the easier, because it's got a little bit of what I call wiggle room for getting it all lined up. Okay, so as you can see, this is the base now, and my heart's going to be the correct way up. And then obviously this sits here, and again, heart's the correct way up. Okay, so in this one I added some white panels on the inside just to bring this through. Ideally, you really want to do panels on all of them so it looks neater. Sorry, that was completely off camera. Yeah, white panels just on the inside to just add this bit. I actually quite like it like this, so I'm actually not going to add the white panels, but obviously the measurements for the white panels are on my blog. So let's get some glue going. So as I say, I'm using the multi-purpose Tombow. So the first part I'm going to do quite simply is just this tab here. Once my glue decides to come out, come on, let me give it a little shake, get it down the bottom, there we go. So just a thin line of the glue. Okay, and then just simply line it up Give it a little press. If any seeps out, obviously you can just give it a little wipe. And then this one the same. Just give it a little wipe. Okay. This next bit can be a little fiddly because there are so many bits that you need to glue. So we'll start with these here. So we'll give these bottom ones a little strip of glue. You could use the double-sided tape if you wanted to on this, but I found that it was a little too thick, so it hung over the edges, and then you're having to mess about with trying to fold it back over and stuff, which I didn't really want to do. Okay, so those two tabs there, that one there, and these two here. As I said, there's quite a few that we need to add glue to on this one. So I find putting my box down as it would be with the image facing me, and then it is a case of lining up the base, the side. You may have to just hold it for a couple of seconds just until the glue is tacky enough to hold it in place. Then the bottom at the back, give a little rub, and then your side here. Oops, make sure it goes inside, and then again your side tab. Okay, so as you can see, we have all of the base and all of it glued up, and these are just for your lid. So I'm going to leave that to one side for a few moments for that glue to dry, and we'll look at doing decoration. So this is very simply the Sweetheart Punch, and I've just got my scraps of rose red left over here from when I cut my window box out. So I've just gone with 3 hearts. I'll get another one out. Oh yeah, brilliant. So that's 2, and one more. There's my 3. Now on these hearts, I did actually use it's now retired, but a white rollerball pen. But I did find that you can use one of our beautiful watercolour pencils, and they do the Whisper White one. So I actually thought, instead of getting the pen out, I will use the white pencil. It's obviously not quite as brilliant white as the rollerball pen, but I do actually think that on the rose red it doesn't actually need to be that brilliant white. So I'm just giving it a bit of dimension with these marks. So you see, I think that pencil actually does a great job. So that's the hearts done. The next bit is the banner. Now again, I've just grabbed a piece of scrap card here. I do think it potentially needs trimming a little, so I'm just going to trim that piece down a little in thickness. This one is, what have we got here, just over 1 inch, so I'm just going to trim this one down, I think to, let's have a look, 3/4 of 1 inch I think would be better, and I'm actually going off the markings this side. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so coming in with my rose red ink, and I'm going to use my H block and then the coordinating window shopping stamp set, which again I just think is lovely. These all coordinate. These are ideal for the little ovals if I bring the Thinlits back in. So this little oval here will fit for that one, the little flower, the cupcake. I just think it's great. So I'm going to use the same sentiment here, which is thinking of you, which I'm going to pop on my H block, my rose red ink, and I'm going to pop it in the centre. There we go. And then I generally do this bit by eye, which I know is probably a little bit naughty, but I just trim a little bit of the excess off. I then put it on my grid paper, get the central mark, which is roughly about there, a little cut, and then from one corner to the top is the little banner shape, and the same again on the end. So about central, little snip, and then cut the banner. Obviously we have the triple banner punch, which you could use, and as I said, we also have that part of the die, that part in the dies that we can also use. And that actually is as much as I'm going to do with that. Add a couple of dimensionals onto the back, and then I'm also going to, okay, I've lost a heart somewhere. Where's that gone? Okay, I don't know where that disappeared to, so luckily I've got some more red here. I'll just punch another one out. Don't know where that went to. No doubt I shall find it later on. So I'll just put my curves back on there. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one to be the central heart, and the other two just have one at the bottom. And as you'll notice on this one, it has a bow, and this is the beautiful glitter ribbon combo pack that's with the Sale-A-Bration brochure. You get 2 packs, a lovely gold and a silver. So I'm going to go for the gold on this one. So I'm going to make just a little bow. Always end up being fingers and thumbs when I try and do bows on videos, and yet that one it did first time. Right, there, whoops, will I catch it? Yes, there we go. Lovely. Yeah, that's not too bad. So snip the ends off. There's my bow. So my box should be pretty sturdy enough now for me to pop the lid on. Isn't it beautiful? And you could even put these windows all the way round if you wanted to. Just remember the little rule of the top and bottom, and the bottom being upside down. Okay, so put my banner on first, and I'm just going to put it just a little bit lower than the centre, and then I need a glue dot just to pop my bow on, which is going to go there. And last but not least, my hearts. So pop that one there, and oops, that one there, and then my last one I'm going to tuck the tail under and just pop him there, and that's it. Relatively quick and simple, yet I think really effective box. If you've got a Valentine that you want to give a little treat to, then make one of these up. They'll be really impressed that you've gone to all that effort and made such a beautiful little box. Thank you for joining me. All of my details are below in the information, and as I say, it will all be on my blog, including the sizes of the panels for the red one. And the other good thing as well is that, don't forget, Sale-A-Bration is on us. Every £45 spent, I forget what it is in euros, bear with me 1 second and I shall have a look. my little brochure. I'm not very good at sorting these out. So yes, for every £45 you spend, every €60, you get to choose from one of the fabulous items in the Sale-A-Bration, and there are some beautiful things, including this ribbon. Don't forget, contact me if you want a brochure. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.